to cross runway 2.
Pushback approved, Vueling 690.
Maple 745, pushback approved, expect runway 24.
Pushback approved, Maple 745.
Air France 32 Heavy, cross runway 2. Crossing runway 2, Air France 32 Heavy.
Paris Orly Tower, Air Canada 825, ready for takeoff at runway 24, departing west.
Air Canada 825, runway 24, cleared for takeoff. Air France 195 Heavy, frequency change approved, good day.
Paris Orly Tower, FedEx 888 Heavy is 18 nautical miles to the east at 6,200 feet, inbound for landing with information Alpha.
Air France 195 Heavy, frequency change approved, good day.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 24, Air Canada 825.
FedEx 888 Heavy, you're already cleared to land, avoid unnecessary reports.
Paris Orly Tower, Easy 628, ready for takeoff at runway 24, remaining in the pattern. Paris Orly ground, Lima Alpha Tango Alpha Mike 29, ready for pushback with information Alpha.
Paris Orly ground, Maple 745, ready to taxi with information Alpha.
Easy 628, line up and wait runway 24. Maple 745, taxi to runway 24, contact tower when ready. Lima Alpha Tango Alpha Mike 29, pushback approved, expect runway 24. Paris Orly Tower, Air France 003, inbound on the ILS runway 26. Kilo Lima Mike 500, cross runway 2. Vueling 690, taxi to runway 24, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 24, Vueling 690. Taxiing to runway 24, Maple 745.
Pushback approved, Lima Alpha Tango Alpha Mike 29.
Paris Orly Tower, Air Hawk 834, ready for takeoff at runway 24, departing straight out.
Easy 628, runway 24, cleared for takeoff, unable pattern work, straight out departure approved. Transavia 5193, you're in an active airspace, please contact Paris Orly Tower on 118.7. Lufthansa 406 Super, you're in an active airspace, please contact Paris Orly Tower on 118.7.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 24, Easy 628.
Easy 628, tower is not accepting pattern work at this time. Paris Orly ground, Kilo Lima Mike 784, ready for pushback with information Alpha, requesting runway 24. Air France 003, enter left base runway 26. Kilo Lima Mike 784, pushback approved, expect runway 24. Paris Orly Tower, Air France 32 Heavy, ready for takeoff at runway 26, departing straight out. Enter left base runway 26, Air France 003. Pushback approved, Kilo Lima Mike 784. Air France 32 Heavy, hold short of runway 26. Holding short runway 26, Air France 32 Heavy. Transavia 5193, stand by. Transavia 5193, say intentions. Air Hawk 834, hold short of runway 24.
Holding short runway 24, Air Hawk 834.
Easy 628, frequency change approved, good day.
Transavia 5193, is on final runway 26.
Frequency change approved Easy 628, good day.
Transavia 5193, number 1, runway 26, cleared to land. FedEx 888 Heavy, number 2, traffic to follow is on final.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 26, Transavia 5193.
FedEx 888 Heavy, number 2, runway 26, cleared to land.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway 26, FedEx 888 Heavy.
Lufthansa 406 Super, you're in an active airspace, please contact Paris Orly Tower on 118.7. Air France 003, number 3, traffic to follow is on final. Air France 003, number 3, runway 26, cleared to land. Number 3, cleared to land, runway 26, Air France 003. Air Hawk 834, line up and wait runway 24.
Line up and wait runway 24, Air Hawk 834.
Cargolux 177 Heavy, when able turn left and contact ground, please expedite.
Wilco, Cargolux 177 Heavy.
AirHawk 834, runway 24, cleared for immediate takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 24, AirHawk 834. Paris Orly Tower, Skyhawk Heavy, ready for takeoff at runway 24, departing south.
Kilo Lima Mike 784, please wait for clearance before taxiing. Skyhawk Heavy, hold short of runway 24. Pushback approved. Kilo Lima Mike 784.
Holding short runway 24, Skyhawk Heavy.
Paris Orly ground, November 187 India Victor, ready for pushback with information Alpha. November 187 India Victor, pushback approved, expect runway 24.
Paris Orly ground, Cargolux 177 Heavy, request taxi to parking.
Pushback approved, November 187 India Victor. Paris Orly ground, Kilo Lima Mike 784, ready to taxi to runway 24 with information Alpha. Skyhawk Heavy, runway 24, cleared for immediate takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 24, Skyhawk Heavy.
Paris Orly ground, Kilo Lima Mike 784, ready to taxi to runway 24 with information Alpha. Kilo Lima Mike 784, taxi to runway 24, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 24, Kilo Lima Mike 784. Kilo Lima Mike 784, frequency is busy, please be patient. Taxiing to runway 24, Kilo Lima Mike 784. Cargolux 177 Heavy, taxi to parking.
Taxiing to parking, Cargolux 177 Heavy.
AirHawk 834, frequency change approved, good day. Paris Orly Tower, November 114 Foxtrot Bravo, ready for takeoff at runway 24, departing straight out.
Wilco, Transavia 5193.
November 114 Foxtrot Bravo, hold short of runway 24. Holding short runway 24, November 114 Foxtrot Bravo.
Paris Orly ground, Transavia 5193, request taxi to parking.
Transavia 5193, taxi to parking.
Taxiing to parking, Transavia 5193.
Air France 32 Heavy, line up and wait runway 26. Line up and wait runway 26, Air France 32 Heavy. Paris Orly ground, November 187 India Victor, ready to taxi with information Alpha. November 187 India Victor, taxi to runway 24, contact tower when ready. Paris Orly Tower, Kilo Lima Mike 500, ready for takeoff at runway 26, departing straight out. Taxiing to runway 24, November 187 India Victor. Kilo Lima Mike 500, hold short of runway 26. FedEx 888 Heavy, when able turn right and contact ground, please expedite.
Paris Orly Tower, Airbus 266 is 13 nautical miles to the east at 14,000 feet, inbound for landing with information Alpha, requesting runway 26.
Airbus 266 make a right 360 for spacing. Uniform Victor Alpha 904, pushback approved, expect runway 26.
Pushback approved, Uniform Victor Alpha 904.
November 114 Foxtrot Bravo, line up and wait runway 24. Line up and wait runway 24, November 114 Foxtrot Bravo. Air France 32 Heavy, runway 26, cleared for takeoff.
Making a right 360, Airbus 266.
Kilo Lima Mike 500, line up and wait runway 26. Line up and wait runway 26, Kilo Lima Mike 500.
Paris Orly Tower, Vueling 690, ready for takeoff at runway 24, departing south.
Paris Orly ground, FedEx 888 Heavy, request taxi to parking.
Enter straight in, runway 26, behind the traffic on final, Airbus 266.
Vueling 690, hold short of runway 24. Sierra Kilo Yankee Tango Oscar Mike, exit runway when able, contact ground on the taxiway. Vueling 690, line up and wait runway 24.
Line up and wait runway 24, Vueling 690.
Paris Orly ground, FedEx 888 Heavy, request taxi to parking.
Kilo Lima Mike 784, you were already instructed to change frequency. Kilo Lima Mike 784, contact Paris Orly Tower on 118.7. Contacting Paris Orly Tower on 118.7, Kilo Lima Mike 784. Paris Orly Tower, Kilo Lima Mike 784, ready for takeoff at runway 24, departing straight out.
Taxiing to parking, FedEx 888 Heavy.
November 114 Foxtrot Bravo, runway 24, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 24, November 114 Foxtrot Bravo. Holding short runway 24, Kilo Lima Mike 784.
Taxiing to runway 24, Uniform Victor Alpha 904.
Air France 32 Heavy, request frequency change.
Paris Orly Tower, Lima Alpha Tango Alpha Mike 29, ready for takeoff at runway 24, remaining in the pattern.
Paris Orly Tower, Vueling 690, ready for takeoff at runway 24, departing south.
Frequency change approved. Air France 32 Heavy, good day.
Paris Orly Tower, American 725, inbound on the ILS runway 26 with information Alpha.
Lima Alpha Tango Alpha Mike 29, hold short of runway 24. Maple 745, hold short of runway 24. Vueling 690, runway 24, cleared for takeoff.
Holding short runway 24, Lima Alpha Tango Alpha Mike 29.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 24, Vueling 690.
Line up and wait runway 24, Lima Alpha Tango Alpha Mike 29. Paris Orly ground, Europa 10, ready for pushback with information Alpha.
Paris Orly Tower, November 187 India Victor, ready for takeoff at runway 24, remaining in the pattern. Europa 10, pushback approved, expect runway 24.
Pushback approved, Europa 10.
November 187 India Victor, hold short of runway 24.
Paris Orly Tower, Charlie Romeo is 34 nautical miles to the northeast at 10,000 feet, inbound for landing with information Alpha.
Paris Orly Tower, American 725, inbound on the ILS runway 26 with information Alpha.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 24, Lima Alpha Tango Alpha Mike 29.
American 725, enter straight in runway 26, number 3, traffic to follow is on final.
Enter straight in, runway 26, behind the traffic on final, American 725.
American 725, number 3, runway 26, cleared to land.
Number 3, cleared to land, runway 26, American 725.
Kilo Lima Mike 784, runway 24, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 24, Kilo Lima Mike 784. Air Mexico 17, pushback approved, expect runway 26.
Pushback approved, Aeromexico 17.
Vueling 690, transition approved at or above 3,500. Lima Alpha Tango Alpha Mike 29, frequency change approved, good day.
Transition approved at 3,500, Vueling 690.
Lima Alpha Tango Alpha Mike 29, frequency change approved, good day.
Vueling 690, request frequency change.
Paris Orly ground, Europa 10, ready to taxi with information Alpha.
Frequency change approved. November 114 Foxtrot Bravo, good day.
Frequency change approved. Lima Alpha Tango Alpha Mike 29, good day.
November 187 India Victor, line up and wait runway 24. Air France 888, pushback approved, expect runway 24. Line up and wait runway 24, November 187 India Victor. Air France 888, hold position. Holding position, Air France 888. Europa 10, taxi to runway 24, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 24, Europa 10.
Maple 745, line up and wait runway 24.
Line up and wait runway 24, Maple 745.
Airbus 266, go around, make left traffic runway 26.
Paris Orly ground, Aeromexico 17, ready to taxi with information Alpha.
Frequency change approved. Vueling 690, good day.
Air France 003, exit runway when able, contact ground on the taxiway.
Going around, Airbus 266.
Wilco, Air France 003. Air Mexico 17, taxi to runway 26, contact tower when ready. Paris Orly ground, Air France 003, request taxi to parking. Maple 745, runway 24, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 24, Maple 745.
Charlie Romeo, enter straight in runway 24.
Enter straight in runway 24, Charlie Romeo.
Paris Orly Tower, Sierra Whiskey India Sierra 1 is 16 nautical miles to the northeast at 4,200 feet. Inbound for landing with information Alpha, requesting runway 26.
Kilo Lima Mike 784, frequency change approved, good day. Europa 10, hold short of runway 24.
Number 1. Cleared to land. Runway 24, Charlie Romeo.
November 187 India Victor, runway 24, cleared for takeoff, unable pattern work, straight out departure approved. Air France 888, pushback approved, expect runway 24. Easy 23, enter left base runway 26. Enter left base runway 26, easy 23. Air hop 7401, you're in an active airspace, please contact Paris Orly Tower on 118.7.
Going around, Airbus 266.
Europa 10, line up and wait runway 24.
Line up and wait runway 24, Europa 10. Paris Orly Tower, air hop 7401 is 10 nautical miles to the east at 3,100 feet, inbound for landing, requesting runway 26. Aeromexico 17, request permission to cross runway 2.
Paris Orly Tower, Air France 6215, inbound on the ILS runway 26 with information Alpha. Sierra Whiskey India Sierra 1, number 2, runway 24, cleared to land.
Paris Orly Tower, Uniform Victor Alpha 904, ready for takeoff at runway 26, remaining in the pattern.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway 24, Sierra Whiskey India Sierra 1.
Airbus 266, number 2, traffic to follow is on final. Paris Orly Tower, Air France 6215, inbound on the ILS runway 26 with information Alpha.
Aeromexico 17, request permission to cross runway 2.
American 725, exit runway when able, contact ground on the taxiway.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 24, Europa 10.
Uniform Victor Alpha 904, line up and wait runway 24.
Line up and wait runway 24, Uniform Victor Alpha 904.
Air France 888, taxi to runway 24, contact tower when ready. November 187 India Victor, frequency change approved, good day. Paris Orly Tower, Air France 6215, inbound on the ILS runway 26 with information Alpha. Pushback approved, National Guard 223. Air France 6215, enter left base runway 26. Air France 6215, frequency is busy, please be patient. Enter left base runway 26, Air France 6215.
Frequency change approved Maple 745, good day.
Uniform Victor Alpha 904, runway 24, cleared for takeoff, unable pattern work, straight out departure approved.
Paris Orly Ground, American 725, request taxi to parking.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 24, Uniform Victor Alpha 904.
Attention all aircraft, no pattern work accepted at this time. American 725, taxi to parking. Air France 888, line up and wait runway 24. Line up and wait runway 24, Air France 888.
Paris Orly Tower, Aeromexico 17, ready for takeoff at runway 26, departing straight out.
Taxiing to parking, American 725.
Europa 10, frequency change approved, good day. Air Mexico 17, hold short of runway 26.
Frequency change approved Europa 10, good day. Holding short runway 26, Aeromexico 17.
Air France 888, runway 24, cleared for takeoff. Cleared for takeoff, runway 24, Air France 888. Easy 23, number 3, traffic to follow is on left base. Number 3, behind the traffic on left base, easy 23. Easy 23, number 3, runway 26, cleared to land.
Paris Orly Ground, Sierra Kilo Yankee Tango Oscar Mike, ready for pushback with information Alpha, requesting runway 24.
Number 3, cleared to land, runway 26, easy 23. Air France 6215, enter left base runway 26, number 4, traffic to follow is on final. Enter left base, runway 26, behind the traffic on final, Air France 6215.
Uniform Victor Alpha 904, requesting departure to the south.
Uniform Victor Alpha 904, departure to the south is approved.
Frequency change approved Uniform Victor Alpha 904, good day.
Air hop 7401, when able turn right and contact ground, please expedite, traffic on base. Sierra Kilo Yankee Tango Oscar Mike, pushback approved, expect runway 24.
Pushback approved, Sierra Kilo Yankee Tango Oscar Mike. Wilco, air hop 7401.
Air France 6215, number 4, runway 26, cleared to land. enter left base, runway 26, behind the traffic on final, Air France 6215. Air Mexico 17, line up and wait runway 26. Air France 888, frequency change approved, good day.
Line up and wait runway 26, Air Mexico 17. Paris Orly ground, Air Hop 7401, request taxi to parking.
Frequency change approved Air France 888, good day. Air Hop 7401, taxi to parking. Air Mexico 17, runway 26, cleared for immediate takeoff. Uniform Victor Alpha 904, frequency change approved, good day.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 26, Air Mexico 17.
Frequency change approved Uniform Victor Alpha 904, good day.
Taxiing to parking, Air Hop 7401.
Paris Orly Tower, Air Force 1985 Heavy is 21 nautical miles to the northeast at 5,000 feet, inbound for landing with information Alpha.
Paris Orly ground, National Guard 223, ready to taxi with information Alpha. Air Force 1985 Heavy, enter straight in runway 24, number 2, traffic to follow is on final.
Paris Orly ground, Sierra Kilo Yankee Tango Oscar Mike, ready to taxi to runway 24 with information Alpha.
Enter straight in, runway 24, behind the traffic on final, Air Force 1985 Heavy.
Paris Orly ground, Breda 112, ready for pushback with information Alpha.
Sierra Kilo Yankee Tango Oscar Mike, taxi to runway 24, contact tower when ready. Brit Air 112, pushback approved, expect runway 24.
Pushback approved, Breda 112.
National Guard 223, taxi to runway 24, contact tower when ready. Taxiing to runway 24, National Guard 223.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway 24, Air France 1985 Heavy. Paris Orly ground, Charlie Romeo, request taxi to parking. Paris Orly ground, Dutch Bird 506, ready for pushback with information Alpha, requesting runway 24.
Charlie Romeo, taxi to parking. Dutch Bird 506, pushback approved, expect runway 24.
Paris Orly ground, Breda 112, ready to taxi with information Alpha.
Pushback approved, Dutch Bird 506.
Brit Air 112, taxi to runway 24, contact tower when ready.
Paris Orly ground, Dutch Bird 506, ready to taxi to runway 24 with information Alpha.
Taxiing to runway 24, Breda 112.
Dutch Bird 506, taxi to runway 24, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 24, Dutch Bird 506.
Paris Orly Tower, Alpha Foxtrot Kilo Lima Mike 001 is 22 nautical miles to the east at 6,800 feet, inbound for landing with information Alpha, requesting runway 24. Alpha Foxtrot Kilo Lima Mike 001, enter straight in runway 24. Alpha Foxtrot Kilo Lima Mike 001, contact Paris Orly approach on 124.45. Contacting Paris Orly approach on 124.45, Alpha Foxtrot Kilo Lima Mike 001.
Paris Orly Tower, Sierra Kilo Yankee Tango Oscar Mike, ready for takeoff at runway 24, departing east.
Sierra Kilo Yankee Tango Oscar Mike, runway 24, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 24, Sierra Kilo Yankee Tango Oscar Mike. Paris Orly ground, Air France 6210, ready for pushback with information Alpha, requesting runway 26.
Air France 6210, pushback approved, expect runway 26.
Pushback approved, Air France 6210.
Paris Orly Tower, Breda 112, ready for takeoff at runway 24, departing north.
Brit Air 112, line up and wait runway 24.
Line up and wait runway 24, Breda 112.
Easy 23, contact Paris Orly ground on 121.7. Contacting Paris Orly ground on 121.7, Easy 23. Paris Orly ground, Easy 23, request taxi to parking.
Paris Orly Tower, Dutch Bird 506, ready for takeoff at runway 24, remaining in the pattern.
Easy 23, taxi to runway 26, contact tower when ready. Dutch Bird 506, hold short of runway 24.
Holding short runway 24, Dutch Bird 506.
Dutch Bird 506, tower is not accepting pattern work at this time. Paris Orly ground, Easy 23, request taxi to parking. Brit Air 112, runway 24, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, runway 24, Breda 112.
Dutch Bird 506, line up and wait runway 24.
Line up and wait runway 24, Dutch Bird 506.
Sierra Kilo Yankee Tango Oscar Mike, contact Paris Orly approach on 124.45.
Contacting Paris Orly approach on 124.45, Sierra Kilo Yankee Tango Oscar Mike.
Easy 23, taxi to parking. Taxiing to parking, Easy 23.
Paris Orly ground, Eric Air 0477, ready for pushback.
Paris Orly ground, Lufthansa 910, ready for pushback with information Alpha.
Eric Air 0477, pushback approved, expect runway 26. Paris Orly Tower, Alpha Foxtrot Kilo Lima Mike 001, inbound on the ILS runway 24 with information Alpha. Lufthansa 910, pushback approved, expect runway 24.
Pushback approved, Eric Air 0477.
Pushback approved, Lufthansa 910.
Dutch Bird 506, runway 24, cleared for takeoff, unable pattern work, straight out departure approved.
Paris Orly ground, Nippon Cargo 519 Heavy, ready to taxi to runway 26 with information Alpha.
Alpha Foxtrot Kilo Lima Mike 001, number 1, runway 24, cleared to land. Air France 6210, taxi to runway 26, contact tower when ready. Number 1, cleared to land, runway 24, Alpha Foxtrot Kilo Lima Mike 001. Nippon Cargo 519 Heavy, taxi to runway 26, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 26, Air France 6210.
Dutch Bird 506, contact Paris Orly approach on 124.45. Dutch Bird 506, contact Paris Orly approach on 124.45.
Contacting Paris Orly approach on 124.45, Breda 112.
Air France 1985 Heavy, exit runway when able, contact ground on the taxiway.
Paris Orly ground, Eric Air 0477, ready to taxi.
Wilco, Air France 1985 Heavy.
Eric Air 0477, taxi to runway 26, contact tower when ready. Air France 1985 Heavy, taxi to parking.
Taxiing to runway 26, Eric Air 0477. Air France 6210. Request permission to cross runway 20.
Air France 6210, cross runway 20.
Crossing runway 20. Air France 6210. Eric Air 0477. Request permission to cross runway 2.
Air France 6215, exit runway when able, contact ground on the taxiway. Wilco, Air France 6215. Eric Air 0477, cross runway 20. Paris Orly ground, Air France 6215, request taxi to parking.
Crossing runway 20. Eric Air 0477.
Air France 6215, taxi to parking. Taxiing to parking, Air France 6215.
Paris Orly Tower, Air France 1372, inbound on the ILS runway 26.
Air France 1372, number 1, runway 26, cleared to land.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 26, Air France 1372. Nippon Cargo 519 Heavy, request permission to cross runway 20.
Nippon Cargo 519 Heavy, cross runway 20.
Crossing runway 20, Nippon Cargo 519 Heavy. Paris Orly ground, Air Hop 7401, ready for pushback.
Alpha Foxtrot Kilo Lima Mike 001, when able turn left, contact ground on the taxiway. Air Hop 7401, pushback approved, expect runway 26. Wilco, Alpha Foxtrot Kilo Lima Mike 001.
Pushback approved, Air Hop 7401.
Paris Orly Tower, Speedbird 001 Super is 5 nautical miles to the northeast at 2,000 feet, inbound for landing with information Alpha, requesting runway 24.
Paris Orly Tower, Air France 371, inbound on the ILS runway 24 with information Alpha.
Speedbird 001 Super, number 1, runway 24, cleared to land. Air France 371, number 2, traffic to follow is on final.
Eric Air 0477, request frequency change. Number 2, behind the traffic on final, Air France 371.
Number 1, cleared to land, runway 24, Speedbird 001 Super. Air France 371, number 2, runway 24, cleared to land. Paris Orly ground, Alpha Foxtrot Kilo Lima Mike 001, request taxi to parking.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway 24, Air France 371. Paris Orly Tower, Air France 6210, ready for takeoff at runway 26, departing east.
Taxiing to parking, Alpha Foxtrot Kilo Lima Mike 001. Air France 6210, runway 26, cleared for takeoff.
Paris Orly ground, Emirates 213, ready for pushback with information Alpha.
Air France 6210, hold position.
Wilco, Air France 6210.
Emirates 213, pushback approved, expect runway 26.
Pushback approved, Emirates 213. Paris Orly ground, Air Hop 7401, ready to taxi. Paris Orly Tower, Eurowings 155 is 14 nautical miles to the east at 3,500 feet, inbound for landing.
Air Hop 7401, taxi to runway 26, contact tower when ready.
Paris Orly Tower, Eric Air 0477, ready for takeoff at runway 26. Departing straight out. Taxiing to runway 26. Air hop 7401.
Eric Air 0477, hold short of runway 26.
Holding short runway 26. Eric Air 0477.
Air France 6210, line up and wait runway 26.
Line up and wait runway 26. Air France 6210.
Eurowings 155, number 1, runway 26, cleared to land.
Number 1, cleared to land. Runway 26. Eurowings 155.
Air France 1372, when able turn right and contact ground, please expedite.
Wilco, Air France 1372.
Air France 6210, runway 26, cleared for takeoff.
Paris Orly ground, Emirates 213, ready to taxi with information Alpha. Cleared for takeoff, runway 26, Air France 6210.
Emirates 213, taxi to runway 26, contact tower when ready.
Taxiing to runway 26, Emirates 213. Paris Orly ground, Air France 1372, request taxi to parking.
Paris Orly ground, Speedbird 001 Super, request taxi to parking. Paris Orly Tower, Air France 888, inbound on the visual runway 24 with information Alpha. Air France 1372, taxi to parking.
Taxiing to parking, Air France 1372.
Speedbird 001 Super, taxi to parking. Air France 888, number 2, traffic to follow is on final. Taxiing to parking, Speedbird 001 Super. Air France 888, number 2, runway 24, cleared to land.
Air hop 7401, request permission to cross runway 2.
Air France 6210, when able turn right and contact ground, please expedite, traffic on final.
Wilco, Air France 6210.
Air hop 7401, cross runway 2.
Crossing runway 2, Air hop 7401.
Paris Orly ground, Aeromexico 9181, ready for pushback with information Alpha.
Air Mexico 9181, pushback approved, expect runway 24.
Pushback approved, Aeromexico 9181.
Air Mexico 9181, hold position.
Air France 6210, requesting departure to the east.
Air Mexico 9181, disregard last message. Air France 6210, departure to the east is approved. Air France 6210, contact Paris Orly approach on 124.45.
Air France 213,